What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another NHL and Minnesota Wild watch party. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe. We do multiple watch parties every single month following the Minnesota Wild, and we post daily content on this channel as well. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, X, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. And thank you, everybody who is joining. We do live play-by-play commentate. We do live play-by-play commentary reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. What is up, Jake, the Minnesota sports fan? Let's go, boys. Kind of a weird, random road game in a more home-heavy set of games, right? It's just like it's a quick trip to Buffalo on a Wednesday. Usually, we don't see the Minnesota Wild play on a Wednesday, but hey, it's not, 6 o'clock isn't too bad midweek. I think the Canucks and Buffalo are playing like a 2 p.m. Central game, I heard, or Central Time game, I heard, in like the next few days. I just saw that on Twitter when I was setting this up, and I was like, what the heck? Like, hey, when those games are going on mid-season on a weekday, I'm glad that even though we have one on Wednesday, it's only at 6 p.m. and it ain't some crazy time. And yeah, a weird little road trip here to Buffalo. What's up, Isaiah? But a game that's surely winnable from the boys. I mean, it's crazy. Though they lost 4-1 against the Winnipeg Jets, Gustafsson played good. I think the team overall played really, really good hockey. They were, down a few men in the lineup. And what did the broadcast just say? Wes Walls, they got hellebucked. Dude, Hellebuck looked outstanding in that one. Any words on Broads and Lauco? Nothing other than what Russo has been reporting. It shouldn't be too severe. They said Kuznetsov is going to come back pretty quick here, probably next week. And Lauco still, what did he say? He was still under evaluation. Let me just bring it up right now. Here. I glanced over it and I didn't really look too much into it because it wasn't too serious. So a few games at most, I could see. It says Brodin not playing tonight. Merrill's in, so that's not good. That actually just went down 29 seconds ago. So good thing I checked. Look at that. No joke. Michael Russo, here, I'll share it in the chat. Literally 29 seconds ago. So I didn't know if I was just going off of so I believe this just pulls from Daily Faceoff. Shout out to Flash Score. And they said Brodin was in the lineup here, so very much a game time decision. Like, we're talking puck's about to drop in like 5 minutes. Yeah, Wednesday for Minnesota is weird. So yeah, okay, Brodin out of the lineup. Russo literally just tweeted 20 seconds ago. Well, I guess a minute ago now. Where's his tweet on Lauco? Further on Lauco, Wild awaiting MRI scans results, but he'll be out a little while. Okay, so he'll be out a little while. Kuznetsov should be back soon. That's what it was. Kuznetsov should be back soon. Maybe as early as Friday's game versus Chicago. So Lauco not too good. Kuznetsov was the one that was that they're not too concerned about. There's both of Russo's updates in the live chat on YouTube, guys. Again, good timing, Jake, the MMA sports fan. All right, national anthems are being performed right now. Okay, why are they performing the Canadian national anthem in Buffalo? I had to double take. I'm like, wait, is this a rerun of the Winnipeg game? What's going on here? Like, I know Buffalo's close to Canada, but come on. I can't recall if I've ever seen that before, outside of obviously international play. All right. Hey, but shout out to Buffalo. Respecting thy neighbor. Let's go. You have? Is it what rinks or what teams? I guess it's not common. I don't know. I watch a lot of hockey, and for some reason I don't recall. Not every NHL team. Maybe just Buffalo. Can't say I watch too much Buffalo, so Buffalo for sure. Okay, got you. That's cool, though. All right, guys, score predictions. And who do you think scores first? I'm going to say Wild are going to come into this one pissed off about the Winnipeg game. They're going to come in hungry. Gus is going to be a wall like he's been thus far. I think 4-0 Minnesota Wild. No, 4-1. 4-1 Minnesota. I would say three. One of them is going to be empty net. And we know who's going to get it. 4-1 Minnesota. That is my goal prediction. And I think Minnesota scores the first one. 4-1 Minnesota. Let's go. Let's go. Give me Baldy. Man, what a season. I mean, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo having a pretty good season as well. But man, Philip Gustafsson, 92 save percentage, 2.18 goals against, 9-4-3 on the season. Baldy for the first goal. Let's go. All right, big shout out to everybody watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We host watch parties, not for every single game, but for like 5 or 6 every month. I will post ahead of time. So like maybe even tomorrow, actually, because we all got the day off work tomorrow. Tomorrow I will post all of the games that we're going to be doing for the rest of for December, for the rest of December. Or I guess not the rest, for all of December. I keep thinking it's like December 1st because I didn't plan on doing this stream, but because we're unable to do Wildly Informed tonight, Brett is having his Thanksgiving dinner with some friends tonight. I decided to stream. Anyways, puck has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And we have a face-off right away, and this is going to be, I believe, in the Wild zone. All right, I'll get the live stats up here. All right. Oh, it was just outside the Wild zone. Wild win the face-off. How about Middleton, by the way, guys? Unbelievable season. Him and Faber looking so good together. Let's go Chicago. Not even playing tonight. What's up, Sean? Now do we see Greenway or Zucker score for Buffalo? Honestly, in typical Minnesota fashion, it's going to be either or both of them. Even though we predicted 4-1, I could see both those guys being the ones who score. Or how about even Tuck? Alex Tuck, I believe, is the leading goal scorer for the Buffalo Sabres. I don't, not as impactful with the Minnesota fans, but still. Kaprizov has it, sends it up the right side. 19:30 on the clock. Wild rip it through center, send it around the boards. Eck back to center. Kaprizov looking for it. Checked. It was kind of 2-on-1 there with the pressure. Buffalo sends it out of their zone, but Wild regain at center. Middleton to Faber. I believe they're going to get big minutes here tonight, guys. We're gonna see Faber and Middleton. They're each going to play a lot. Pass up the middle. And a good job by the Wild. They kept that puck in. Foligno ringing around the boards. The defense has it. Sends it on net. And Pekka Luukkonen makes the save. So we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone, guys. So yeah, with Brodin out of the lineup, I wonder how they're going to mix up the defense here. Let me see if this updated it. It would be cool if it did. Shout out to Flash Score. Again, I think they just pulled from daily faceoff. Oh, no, they did. Okay, yeah, so Spurgeon, Chisholm, Merrill, and Bogosian. All right, shout out to Flash Score, man. They update that shit quick. Freddie Gaudreau, Lord and Savior, taking the faceoff here. How good is Freddie Gaudreau been this season, too, eh, guys? And Buffalo winning this one. Buffalo having a hard time regaining possession here in the neutral zone. They do pass on the right side. They get a shot on net. Rebound going right of Gus, and a bad little bounce in front of the net off the stick of Faber, who deflected a pass and intervened a pass from the Buffalo Sabres, and that puck bounces right into the glove of Gustafsson. Man, I mean, Buffalo, they have so many good, like, exciting young players. They just haven't been able to put it together yet. Like, what is this the year? Is it next year? Like, they're bound to pop eventually, right? Face off to the right of Gustafson, and the Wild win that one. Chisholm up the left side, retrieved by Buffalo. Buffalo checked, Wild have it, send it up the left and skating around the net. Minnesota battling in the corner now. Good pressure by Buffalo. Buffalo gets it back. Minnesota the clear giveaway. Minnesota gets it. Back and forth with the possession here. Minnesota looking to break out, and a nice little breakout. Johansson left side. Johansson sends it to the center. Rossi doesn't get the shot off. Behind the net, Buffalo gets it back. 17:48. Couple opportunities, but neither team has really found their rhythm just yet. Wild behind the net, getting ready to set up here, and good pressure by Buffalo, trying to pick the pocket of that first pass. Wild battling to get that puck into the zone in the center, and they do send it in. Some forechecking. Wild lose it in the Buffalo zone. Right side, though, they retrieve it. Boyd just single-handedly trying to get into the corner. Nice check as this fourth line's doing a good job of keeping this puck in the offensive zone, but losing a stick there was one of the Wild players in Buffalo. Quickly retrieves. So far pretty physical. Each team throwing some hits. Two guys collide at center. Puck trickles onto the Wild stick, and Bogosian sends it up center. Eck retrieves it, backhands it into the Buffalo zone. First line back out there. And the Wild retrieve it up the right boards. Center. Then good pressure here by Buffalo early, and they get the puck back, but only one man on the left side. Boldy. Nice job by Boldy getting the puck back. The defense got it back and tried to make a play up the neutral zone that bounced off a skate of a Buffalo player. And now they retrieve it. Buffalo trying to break out. Good pressure by Minnesota. Chisholm backhand. Scary there. Buffalo almost picked Kaprizov's pocket, but Kaprizov weaving through the neutral zone. Freddie Gaudreau pressuring the offensive zone. Can't get it. Buffalo just with a big dump here, and didn't really have to chase at all as that puck bounced off the board. I believe right onto Tage Thompson's stick. Regardless, he wasn't able to hold on to it. And Minnesota pressuring. A lot of bouncing pucks, a lot of picking pockets, a lot of deflecting passes. Neither of these teams have really been able even to set up and get a rhythm going yet. Yo, what's up, Nick? Zucker with it on the right side. We were saying it'd be Minnesota luck if Zucker gets one tonight. Oh, nice little toe drag shot, and I think that one just went a little wide. Minnesota has it. Up through center. Left side. Johansson. Johansson sends it around the net. Faber at the blue line shot. That goes wide. Middleton throwing it on net. He's had the hot hand. Buffalo gets the puck back. Racing through the neutral zone. 3-on-2. Nice passing play. Left side. Trying to find someone at center. And they can't. Puck bounces behind the net. And the Wild retrieve it. Wild up the right side. And they're able at least to dump it. Johansson still on the ice. Looks like the second line is still out there. Nice job. Wild getting it in the center. Sending it right back in the Buffalo zone. Looks like they got a change. Again, lines have been shifted around a little bit due to some of the injuries, but Hartman on that second line with Johansson and Rossi. Boldy, Eck, Kaprizov still on that top line. Up the middle, looking for Hartman was the defense, and that's going to be offside. 13:48, despite there not being a lot of whistles, choppy, sloppy play. And that's credit to just, I guess, the defense of both teams. Or is it lack of ability to set up offensively. I guess time will tell, but so far both these teams quick on capitalizing on each other's mistakes. Having said that, neither of them been able to really capitalize on any of the opportunities. Buffalo wins the faceoff shot. That's going to go up and wide right of Philip Gustafsson. Buffalo, a nice shot from the center. It's a beautiful pass. And Buffalo gets it back. Gustafsson unable to cover it. Gustafsson with another blocker save this time. And the Wild get that puck into the neutral zone. Great job by the Gus Bus himself, ladies and gentlemen. Bang, bang. Yo, what's up, sis? And Wild get that puck away. Faber bringing it up. Faber up to Boldy. Boldy. Oh, tic-tac-toe. Ekta Kaprizov scores! Let's go. Let's go. What's up, AJ? Great to see you, buddy. Kaprizov. That was, I mean, how many passes? That was like 5 or 6 passes. Blues 1-0. Boldy's going to score. I got the script. Well, he got another assist there, and honestly, he could have shot. I saw that, Sean. Oh, man. Top left corner for Kaprizov. Let's go. So Boldy didn't score the first one, but the Wild did score first. 14th goal of the season. Shh. Unbelievable. Wild win the face-off, send it up the right side of up and around the boards. Nice forecheck by that third line, Freddie Gaudreau, our Lord and Savior. Wild crushing it. You from Buffalo, Nick? Is that your team? That was a pretty good chirp you had there, my friend. Again, physical game thus far. A nice long pass to Zucker on the right side. Oh, and an even better check there. Is that going to be a tripping call? And John Merrill's going to take it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm like, I think Buffalo the last few years, like, and it's crazy to even say this, but like post Eichel, they've continued to like build such a great young core, and I honestly want them to pop soon, like pop off. Obviously not in this game. Kind of a little bit of a interest in the Wild here, but you know what I mean. Like I definitely like a lot of the young players on the Sabres, and they have a lot of former Wild players too. Eaton. Sabres are winning the Stanley Cup. Dude, I bet on them to win the Stanley Cup last year. They didn't make the playoffs, and I looked like a fool. So I stayed off of it this year, even though the odds were still really good. But yeah, going to a friend's house for dinner and working. And have a few beers, but probably have an early night because I got to get up for that PFL card, and then I'm moving all my stuff out of my place Friday, right after. He's on diehard Buffalo Sabres fan planet. How are you doing today, AJ? Oh, AJ's cool. AJ's cool. I mean, I don't agree with you, Nick, but if you bet on it and you're confident in that, like I wish you all the best. And I hope if and when they do, that you make it rain with some donos after you pay off your student loans or mortgage. Lost. Oh my God. I almost made the third option for the poll question. Is this UFC? Speaking of the poll question, we should switch up the poll question since we already know who scored first. Is this? Let's see. Big shout out to everybody in the live chat, by the way. Doing good, dude. Another late night here. Wide awake, though, watching the game. Let's go. It's always good to have you here, AJ. Appreciate you. All right, we'll change up the poll question right after the next break. Buffalo Sabres power play. Now, the Minnesota Wild's PK has actually looked pretty good this season. Power play, not so much. Buffalo able to gain the line. Buffalo checked. 2-on-1 in the Wild. Send that puck down the ice. Power play goal coming. 1 minute and 26 seconds. Dahlin. One of my favorite defensemen in the league right now is Rasmus Dahlin, man. I mean, he's not quite Brock Faber. Goudreau intercepting and sending the puck down the length of the ice again. Our Lord and Savior, Freddie Goudreau, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what would the Wild do without him, honestly? I'm being like a little bit facetious, but not really, because he's been so good this year. Wild, great PK here, but the right side, Buffalo has a shot. That was either a stick or blocker save by the Gus Bus. 49 seconds remain. One last rush by Buffalo. Buffalo brings it in. Nice left shot. Gus thought he covered it up, but rebound to the left side. Wild on it, battling. Left side of Gustin on the boards. Blue line, power. Right side, outside of the top of the circle. A little pass down the slot. That doesn't really get through. Buffalo still has it on the blue line. Right side. Circle, toe drag again, and a beautiful save by Philip Gustafsson. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. 24 seconds remain on this power play. And we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone. All right, suggestion for poll question, boys. What do you got? 2-0 Blues. Do you have a... Gotta keep the lore on City Life. More lore will come in due time. With me, it's impossible for it. No, I'm too funny. Well, you and Francis Ngannou-Medov. Same with Denial. Face off of one. Another shot from the blue line by Buffalo. And a great kill indeed. One more opportunity here. Passing blue line. Another great shot by Gustafsson. You know, AJ, that was the penalty kill. Like, the players themselves did good, and Philip. I mean, and Gustafsson has just been unreal this season, man. No doubt one of the hottest, if not the hottest goaltender in the league right now. Sis, I sense a joke coming. .369 SPHL wins. Woohoo. Dude, shout out to the Peoria Rivermen. Unbelievable. That's so awesome. I'm going to talk about that on one of my next podcasts, Sean, for sure. Maybe even on membership stream. Actually, no, I will, because I'm doing a City Life membership stream after this. 10 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Buffalo still regained the zone right side, but a successful kill for the Minnesota Wild. Nice passing by Eck to Boldy. Boldy sends it in. That goes up over the net, but a great job by Eck to forecheck. Boldy now with a nice hit on the boards. Puck does go around the boards. Buffalo has it, center ice, and they're going to chip it in. They're going to change. Spurgeon with a quick breakout. UPL is the best. Never watched any UPL. Dude, I'm across the pond and I'm still about 3 minutes ahead of you. 3 minutes, really? I'll try to refresh it after this. 9:36. Well, I guess you just get to see my reactions to everything that you see ahead of me, I guess, AJ. 9:29 and a nice shot from the blue line again by Buffalo, and Gus with the save. Man, Buffalo really out shooting the Wild here early. 9-3. Middleton smiling away, looking very Dan Severn-esque. Yeah, big shout out to AJ, who is a big Wild fan and a hockey fan from across the pond, ladies and gentlemen. On my second channel, the City Life Project, we got a lot of fight fans from across the pond, but yeah, and a special shout out to the EIHL. It's the second most entertaining league, right under the LNAH, even with LNAH's friggin' only domestic Quebecer rule now. It's still a savage league. So for me, LNAH is my favorite to watch, then EIHL, then WHL, then NHL. But NHL is the best. Just come back from commercial break. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit behind you guys. I don't know why, but I'll refresh it here. I'll refresh it right now. How about that? There we go. Favorite EIHL team? Oh, I don't really have a favorite team because I just catch whatever I can when it's on, and I just love the brand of hockey that it is. But what's your favorite team? And I'll like what are a couple teams that I should just start following? I haven't been I will admit I haven't been watching enough to like be like, okay, that's the one that stands out from the herd. All right, I got 8:44 on the clock. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But anyways, Wild into the zone. Nice job by Rossi. Rossi sends it around. Chisholm to Boldy. Boldy sends a shot in, and that's going to go off Kaprizov into the netting. Again, big shout out to everybody joining. Anyone but Sheffield, we hate them. Okay, noted. Noted. What are the ones that are like the hardest to play against right now? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. I empathize and sorry to hear that, my friend. My family dog passed recently too. It's tough. Oh, and a missed opportunity there by the Buffalo Sabres. The shot goes high and wide. Buffalo doing a good job of actually setting up in the offensive zone now. Gustafson's already dialed. Shot blocked. Wild left side. Johansson cross ice pass doesn't hit his man. Bouncing over the stick. Buffalo has it. They complete their change. Cardiff. All right. You know what? Cardiff, like a lot of the fight highlights that I've been watching recently have come from Cardiff Devils, right? Maybe that'll be the team. Yeah, my family dog was actually, I think, 12 when she passed too. And a nice shot by Buffalo. Can't get that shot through. Wild plugging up the lanes. Buffalo keeps that puck in. And Gustafsson with the rebound. Gustafsson not knowing where it is. You can see the team telling him it's right to his left. And Faber trying to set up the left, send it up the boards. And the Wild are going to get it back and send it up and around. So Wild haven't been able to set up as easy as Buffalo as the second half of the first period has gone on. First half of the first period is just so choppy. Neither team were able to set up. It was just like back and forth possession, dump and chase. But Buffalo is actually either successfully bringing the puck into the zone or successfully chasing it upon dumping. And another big shot from the blue line. Not sure if that got through. That's going to bounce to the right, though. Minnesota, nice passing here to get that puck through the neutral zone. Trying to chase it themselves, but Buffalo right on it, sending it around. Forechecking here by the Wild. Nobody at the blue line, and Buffalo right side sends that puck right back in the zone. Yeah, the Devils. All right, Cardiff it is. Wild complete their change. Kaprizov up the left side. Kaprizov through two players. Can't get through three. And Buffalo sends it back to the neutral zone. Eck with it. Backhand sends it deep. Buffalo sends it up the left side. Chisholm gets it in a shot. Unable to deflect it was Eck. Chisholm pinching a bit there. And Spurgeon able to regain it at center. Spurgeon sends it around. First line still in the offensive zone. Chasing here is Eck. Nice pass by Buffalo, but that bounce off the stick, and Kaprizov fighting for it in the neutral zone. Kaprizov gets it. Kaprizov pass to Eck. Eck can't get it clean. Eck loses it. 2-on-1, but Buffalo able to send it up the left side. Buffalo has it center. Buffalo just floats it in. Middleton to Faber. Faber backhand up the boards. Wild up through the neutral zone. And Wild changing. Oh, tuck to Thompson. 2-on-2. Nice job by Hartman, but Buffalo still have it here. Shot blocked from the blue line. Great job by the Wild. Hartman keeping this in. Pass up the left side. Rossi unable to get the breakaway, but Rossi physical as he goes for it in deep, but Rossi's stick is broken on that hit. I guess like by proxy now, but I'm just not a football guy. So like I'll root for them because I live in Minnesota, but more of a BC Lions CFL guy personally. Someone's gotta support the CFL. Looking measured so far, our best road games have started like this so far this year, then they turn it around in a second. True. I'm pretty confident with the Wild on the road these days. Again, even in that Winnipeg game, they played good hockey. The score does not reflect the game that the Wild played, right? Like, it could have been a 4-3 loss. It could have been a 5-4 win for the Wild, right? Dude, I'm actually like itching to watch some EIHL now. Warren Moon played in the CFL. That he did. I mean, growing up in Canada, man. Oh, I mean, NFL is huge in Canada too. Like, NFL Sunday is NFL Sunday up there as well. But like a lot of like my friends' parents, not my parents, because my parents half American and half Persian immigrant who became Canadian, and mother's still American. So they just didn't watch CFL. But most of like my friends' parents were like really like just as like football fans, and they're like watching as like we watch various, you know, if you're an MMA fan, various different MMA leagues. If you're a hockey fan, just like I said, a WHL, LNAH, EIHL, NHL, right? There's different leagues that we like and that we follow. Like my friends' parents were like that growing up. There were 2 football leagues, and they'd watch them both, and they liked them both for different reasons, obviously. And none of them will say that, like, oh, the CFL is better than the NFL. No, just like I say that, like, Ryzen isn't better than the UFC, but I enjoy watching it more. LNAH isn't better than the NHL, but I enjoy watching it more. It's kind of the same thing. Dude, Winnipeg is very good. Very good. Yeah. But the Wild got hella bucked. They played a very good game, but Winnipeg's damn good, dude. And I predicted they'd be good. All the holes they had in their lineup with guys leaving and guys that they didn't re-sign, they filled them with guys that they had in the minors and some small tweaks, and it's great. Can't wait until I can take my 2-year-old son. Oh, that's going to be amazing. To a hockey game here, taking my dad to Denver in January to see the Avs, who he supports. That shit beautiful, amazing, dude. I remember as a little kid going to my first hockey games. I grew up in northern British Columbia, Canada, and going to my first BCHL game. Shout out to the Prince George Cougars, Prince George Spruce Kings, and then being able to go to the WHL games where I got to see Bufflin, Dan Hamhuis, Zdeno Chara all play for that team as a kid, which was pretty cool. They were like my NHL team in small town Canada. And Wild going to take a penalty here. Just after the puck drop, trying to fight for it at center, and a high stick by Trennan. High stick, is there blood? I was saying this on... Okay, only 2-minute minor. I was saying this, man. If I was playing, you know, I'll probably like easier said than done sitting from this chair. But if I was in the NHL and I got high stick, man, like I'd have something on me that was somewhat sharp, even if it was just like a graded piece of like plastic, and I would just like, I would create some blood. I would bite down on my lip as hard as I could, man, to get that extra 2 minutes. If I got to bleed for my team, I'd bleed for my team. 3 minutes and 48 seconds. All right. Nick, you can fuck off. Are you trolling, Nick? I feel like Nick's just preparing to hit us with a big bomb here. Trennan being a bum again. You're 54? Okay. No? All right. 3 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. Buffalo win the faceoff. Well, unfortunately, it's not the first time, Sean. Intentional or not. Well, actually, you know what? Chris Pronger, he oh, a nice slap shot from the right side by Buffalo. Chris Pronger definitely stomped some people's Achilles. 3 minutes and 6 seconds in the first period. Another passing from the blue line, left side back to the blue line, left side for Buffalo, outside the circle, back to the blue line. No, and that was through the legs. That was through the legs of the Wild defender. Buffalo has it again. Another shot. That shot was blocked. Another shot from that left side. Who is this? Ovi in his office? Nah, because one of those goals would have gone in if it was Ovi in his office. Gustafsson, incredible. No problem at all. Buffalo again with the easy entry. Faber unable to clear that puck. Buffalo gets it back. Another shot. Left side in that circle again. Back to the blue line. I mean, Buffalo's power play looking really good. They're doing everything but scoring. Back to the blue line again. A shot. That goes left and wide of Gustafsson. Rebound. Wild couldn't control it. And Buffalo gets it back to the blue line again. Left side. Back to the blue line. And the Wild successfully kill off the penalty. But we got a lot of tired legs. And Gustafsson makes the save and finally able to get a whistle. Man, Gus was sharp. Now, again, obviously a few of those shots didn't get through, and the Wild did a good job of crowding those shooting lanes. But man, Gustafsson looked like he would have made the save regardless. Dialed in position. 1 minute remaining in the first period. 16 shots for the Buffalo Sabres, 4 for the Minnesota Wild. And who's up 1-0? Minnesota. Tic-tac-toe, crazy play. Three block shots, by the way, for Chisholm. Icing waved off as the Wild get down center. And Kaprizov picks the pocket of Dahlin. Kaprizov with it right side. Kaprizov to Boldy. Boldy, nice little weaving move and pass to his left. Kaprizov shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Rossi. Back to Chisholm. Chisholm threw it into the corner. Nobody there. Rossi has it. Rossi spins it or sends it back around. Oh, pass up center. Can't get the shot. Chisholm trying to get a shot. He gets that puck taken away. And Spurgeon back down into his own zone. But a quick re-entry. Buffalo is able to make a change. Kaprizov unable to keep that puck in the zone. But Middleton has it. Middleton sends it in. To the point. Faber with a shot. Unable to be tipped up front. Rossi. Back to Middleton. Faber. Kaprizov back to Faber. Faber center back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov bouncing it off a Buffalo player, but Minnesota was centering it and unable to get that shot off was Kaprizov. But here we go. This is honestly some of the best work the Wild have been able to employ thus far in this first period. 4-3. Can they get one more shot off? 2-1. And that is it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for the first period. Please. What's up, Nick? Have a good night, buddy. And see you later. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Gilmore. Oh, man. All right. What are your guys' key takeaways from this first period? Man, this one went by fast. There wasn't a lot of whistles. Some choppy. So I'm going to note this here. So choppy play early. Neither the team were able to get like their rhythm. Neither the teams were able to set up in the offensive zone. And then second half of the, and like power plays aside, because obviously the Buffalo Sabres were humming on their power play there. One of the reasons why they have so many shots on the Wild. Gustafsson looking amazing. But yeah, choppy play for the first half. In the second half, it was really Buffalo. They were doing a great job getting that puck into the wild zone. They were doing a good job of actually getting plays going, cycling. And I mean, Owen Powers, man, sick on the back end. Sick on the back end. But the Minnesota Wild lead. They lead 1-0. What a beautiful tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. It was like a double tic-tac-toe play. It was like, how many passes? 6 in total in that entire play. 4 right in front of the net. Beautiful stuff there. Beautiful stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. Kirill Kaprizov scoring his 14th of the season. 14th of the season thus far. 34 points in 20 games. 13 goals, 21 assists. Boldy right under him with 22 points. He's going to get another assist. Rossi in third in scoring as well. Unbelievable. And Freddie Gaudreau, man, with 12 points in 21 games. You got to love it. You got to love it. Hopefully Zuccarello can come back soon. But yeah, so second half, obviously we're going to include the power play. Buffalo did everything but score. Shout out to the PK. Shout out to, obviously, Gustafsson. But 2 great penalty kills for the Minnesota Wild. Even though they weren't able to clear it as much in the second PK as they were able to in the first PK, they obviously looked a little bit better in the first PK. No complaints. We'll see if the lines get shuffled a little bit more, because we saw Rossi out there with Kaprizov, and I mean, how good did that last minute and a half look for the Minnesota Wild, right? So we might see the line shuffled up again here. But so far, top line looking good. Second line looked okay. Hartman had some moments. The third and fourth, I mean, other than our Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau, not really loud here tonight. I didn't really expect them to be. And in fairness, they're not getting a lot of time on ice right now anyways. Let's take a look at the box score here. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? It's split up pretty evenly, probably because of the penalty kill. But yeah, Ben Jones not playing much. Yeah, funny enough, Marcus Johansson noticeable tonight, but has only played 3 minutes and 40 seconds because he wasn't playing PK. Gaudreau 5 minutes, X6. Kaprizov 6. Yeah, the PK guys have had a lot of work tonight. Devin Shores 4 minutes. Foligno 5 minutes. Boldy 5 minutes. And yeah, Middleton and Faber. Well, Middleton, he was on the PK as well, so he's almost at 9 minutes. Whereas Faber and Chisholm, just under 7. But you know, assuming the Wild don't take any penalties in the second, you got to imagine that Faber's time is gonna go up. Yeah, let me know your takeaways from the first period, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your takeaways. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we'll be back to talk about what the Wild need to do in the second period to, well, further grow this lead. And we'll highlight a couple mistakes that they made in this period as well. Obviously, taking penalties, that's going to make it so your opponent usually is going to outshoot you, and they're vastly being outshot in this one, 16-4. But there's just a few little things here, and honestly, a lot of the little things were corrected when we saw that last rush with Rossi back with Kaprizov. Not gonna lie, overall, I like the game so far. Not gonna lie, I'm not too thrilled with going to the box thing. Yes, I would say that the penalties, not necessarily, I mean, not that there's any good penalties, but like those weren't good penalties, right? Not the best penalties to take there. Bad situation to put your team. I mean, sometimes with how fast this game is played, I kind of go, okay, I'll let that one slide, but these two, not really. But yeah, overall, I think Buffalo's not going to be able to keep up this pace. And as like AJ said, the Wild are going to continue to be able to employ their kind of collapse in defensive game, the crowding of the neutral zone, They're able to get right back into the rush when they get possession back in the neutral zone, like they've been doing to every team all year. Look, this isn't new to them. They've faced younger, fast teams this year and have looked like this in the first period. Again, penalties aside. I can't imagine Buffalo's going to keep this pace. And when they come back down to earth a little bit, I think the Wild will continue to play their game. And even if they play the game that they played, again, penalty kill and penalties aside, special teams aside, they should be good, especially because our PK and SDs are streaky as it is. Yes. Otherwise, I like the game so far. Not much change from how they've been playing this season. And what a great season thus far. Even though, I would label them a defensive team. And I know Wild fans are rolling their eyes like, oh man, we've been called a defensive team since friggin' 2000s. But it's a different brand because it's not like every line buys into that. But like by committee, well, it's mostly because the top line is pushing the pace for the Wild, let's be honest. But all the rest of the lines, it's like they all know for the most part their assignment in the neutral zone, in their zone, and credit to the defense too. They've all stepped up. I mean, Merrill's been playing a lot better this year. Didn't like that penalty, but Merrill's been playing a lot better this year. Chisholm, is what he is. I'm glad the Wild got him for free. I know Bogosian hasn't been like amazing, but I think he's been solid, and he's been the guy who's had like a rotation of either Chisholm, Merrill, right? So I don't blame him for having an off night every now and then, because mostly it's just like misreads and things like that. But no, overall, super proud of the boys, and Philip Gustafson, man. I mean, unbelievable. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Period 2 coming up quick here. Keep the comments coming. And hit me up with any suggestions for a poll question. If not, I got one in mind, and I'll change it or add a new one right before the first or the second period. Bingo. Unlike last year, every line has a purpose and guys are buying in. They're building off each other. I know injuries are massive issues. I know injuries are a massive issue for every team too. So it's not like the Wild are on an island there. And honestly, their forward group and defense, they have a little depth. Knocking on wood. All right, we're taking the break. We'll be back here, Jake, in a moment. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, and we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for another Minnesota Wild game day watch party. We do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. So get your comments in the live chat. Smash that like button. Let's try to get to 20 likes on the video. If you guys are watching on Twitter/X, Facebook, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube, join our live chat, join our community. We're going to get all of December streams up tomorrow on the channel, guys, so you can check out what games we will be covering live, and hopefully we will see you there. No more Wednesday games. But not the worst here tonight. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to everybody. I hope you guys have had a great week thus far, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, fun, football and hockey-filled weekend. I know all my fellow fight fans, all we got is PFL, but that's okay. No, I hope you guys all have a safe and great weekend, and that you spend time with friends and family tomorrow. Or if you know what, if your Thanksgiving, if your day off is like, you know what, screw all that. I'm hanging out by myself, watching the movie that you've been wanting to watch for a while, that book that's been on the shelf, and you're just taking a couple days to rest. Hey, I respect that too. But again, just start to the holiday season, because in Canada, our Thanksgiving's a little bit different, right? It's the start. I mean, it's the end of September, start of October. It's the unofficial end of like summer, so it's spaced out a little bit. Whereas since living in the States, it's like Thanksgiving and then holiday season begins. Like Thanksgiving is like the door that opens up the holiday season. Because then after that, it's just like you just got that like holiday fever until Christmas and New Year's. But anyways, hope you guys, like I said, have a great rest of the week. Period 2 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Kirill Kaprizov with the only goal thus far in this game. 14th goal of the season. He leads this team with 34 points, ladies and gentlemen. Boldy, second on the team with 23 points. He got an assist on that play. It's crazy because there's like four passes involved in that final play. Shoot, maybe even 5, but only 3 guys are going to get credited with points. I've always been curious in Thanksgiving, what do you guys do? It's exactly the same. It is no different at all. It's just, in my opinion, at a better time, because it's just like, there's just space between the holidays. Because like after Thanksgiving here, it's like 4 weeks and then it's Christmas, right? 4 or 5 weeks. It's just, I like in Canada, you got, August. So Canada Day is the 1st of July. 4th of July is obviously 4th of July. So it's kind of a similar vibe. Start of July, August is just August. It's just a grand old time always. Then September's usually still pretty warm, right? And then end of September, start of October, that's Canadian Thanksgiving, and it's like the unofficial end of summer, and it's a big deal. And then whether you're a parent or you're in college, or if you're at this point just watching the horror movie specials, you got Halloween, and then you got a little bit of then you got a month and change until Christmas. So that's what I'm used to, and I like that. I just like having that like last big barbecue. And I guess it's like Labor Day. It's similar to Labor Day here, but just like a few weeks after. But anyways, but yeah, other than that, it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same, Jake. It's exactly the same. Usually there's, if NFL's not on whatever day whatever weekday it lands on, then there's always a CFL like special, and then there's hockey. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's the NHL does something for Canadian Thanksgiving. So yeah, CFL, hockey, turkey. If you're crazy, some ham. Or what you guys call Canadian bacon. But yeah, no, it's a fun time. But I think it was last year I got to experience both. It was either last year or the year before. I did Thanksgiving in Canada. I was visiting some friends, came back to the States because I live here now, and then I had Thanksgiving with my friends here. So it was like a 2-for-1. So I guess I just have to start planning that better, right? To get the 2-for-1, planning trips to visit back home around that time. So anyways, where were we? Yeah. Matthew Boldy, 12th assists, 11 goals on the season. Rossi, 18, or I'm not sure if he got credited with that one. Here, let me see. I don't think he was on the ice for that one. No, he wasn't. But Rossi having a great season as well. And how about Jake Middleton, man? 12 points. 12 points. Scoring, Scoring in seemingly every game, or at least getting opportunities. Even tonight, he had a nice shot. Career high of 25 points, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to imagine he's going to pass that. Maybe that's poll question. How many points do we think Jake Middleton reaches? Let's do that. Any objections? Man, he's got that friggin' Dan Severn mustache too. Since you're a BC Lions fan, I'm guessing you like the Canucks. Did you have a Canadian team? Yeah, Canucks. Been covering the Wild for a while, and I've been doing the Sota Pod for years, like 5 years now. So I have obviously an interest in the Wild, and I moved to Minnesota to be kind of on the ground here as we continue to grow this brand and this network. So I love covering the Wild, and I think it's actually fun covering a team that you're not like that you like and that you have an interest in, that you care about but don't necessarily love. Whereas like the Canucks, I bleed blue and green. I grew up in British Columbia, right? And I think it gives a good contribution to covering this team, because there's a lot of us who cover this team who are part of this network. Some of us are local, some of us are diehard, fans who grew up here and like, this is our team. And there's some guys who've had an interest in this team, but are from other markets, like Spoke Z, who lives in Boston. But yeah, I grew up in northern BC. I used to go to I used to like the Spruce Kings of the BCHL and the Prince George Cougars more than the Canucks, though. So but that game last February was fun. Dude, that was insane. I had some friends who were at that game and were texting me the whole time. Dude, unbelievable. And the Canucks were involved in a couple barn burners that year. I don't think the Sharks didn't score a lot, but I'm pretty sure they ran up the score 9-2 against the Sharks early in the season. But yeah, the 10-7 game, that was crazy. And I had some friends, local, some Minnesota friends who went to that one, and they were texting me the whole time, man. All right. Second period, ladies and gentlemen, is upon us here. Players on the ice. Puck is about to drop. Top line out there again. So we got Ek. Imagine Kaprizov. I'm interested to see if they're putting Rossi back out. They play them in I have to double check. Hold on. I think it's in the spring. It's always in the spring, it seems like. Let's check. I don't think I'm going to that game. I was maybe going to go. Maybe I'll find tickets, but oh, never mind. December 3rd. So the Wild are in Vancouver March 7th and April 12th, but the Canucks visit Minnesota December 3rd. So that's actually coming up. For some reason, I thought the Canucks were in St. Paul in April, but I know they always play the Canucks in April. Rough few games, looking for a big game tonight. I disagree. I thought the Winnipeg game was actually a really good game. I just thought they got hellebucked. Just like Wes Walls said, they got hellebucked in that one. Could have been either a 4-3 game or a 5-4 game. Good to see you, by the way. 19:46 on the clock. Wild send it up the left side. I will say the first period, despite being up 1, a little rough with those penalties for the Wild. Ek able to get possession back, gets it to Kaprizov. Kaprizov loses it. Battling here in the neutral zone, back and forth, looking a lot like the first part of that first period. 1923. Faber to Boldy up at center. Boldy flicks it in. Darlene gets it back. And a clearing attempt that gets intercepted by the Wild. The Wild send it in, trying to get a bounce pass. Wild still have that puck, fighting in the corner. And a shot deep. Kaprizov has it. Being checked around the net. Kaprizov trying to leave it for somebody. For Freddie Gaudreau, Lord and Savior, out there on the ice. I think during the Jets game, they made a lot of bad decisions defensively. Honestly, I think the first period in this game was worse than the entirety of that Jets game. 1841. Not to say they didn't make any mistakes, but I think because obviously they got scored on a few times, but They had a lot of great opportunities in that one. But you're right. The defense obviously is what cost them. Freddie Gaudreau with it. But I've been more like anxious in this one, second half of that first period, than I was at any point, even down in that Winnipeg game, because the effort and overall like chances were there. The offense was there from the boys. 17:58 on the clock, left side. Foligno heading it up the wall. Buffalo gets it back. Wild are going to get a change. Oh, and a nice spinorama. Look for that backhand shot. Unable to get it, but Buffalo keeps it in. Buffalo, nice little pass to that right side. Shot, and that's blocked. Also, when you were watching the Jets game, I was looking Durant. Sorry, buddy. I was on site for work Monday and Tuesday, and I usually do a combat sports show on Monday on my second channel. We're gonna have a whistle here, and I wasn't even able to do that Monday. Or else I would have. How's your week going thus far? Hot takes. You got any big plans for Thanksgiving or the weekend? Wild lose the draw. Buffalo, they're going to dump it in. Link the second channel? Sure. Appreciate you, man. I do like 30 hours of combat sports streams every weekend on this channel. Rossi in the corner. Back to the blue line. Chisholm with the shot. Doesn't get through. Bounced off Buffalo player. And Wild are able to keep it in. Back to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through. Blocked in front of the net. Buffalo gets it back. Sends it off the boards. Right side. Wild still have it. Johansson. A cross pass. Rossi spinning away. Sending it back in deep. Johansson. Back to the blue line, Faber, Middleton, shot, and that doesn't get through. Wild still have it, though. Great setup here for the Wild. Johansson, center shot, and a save by Luukkonen. Wild. Faber has it, sends it back up. Buffalo changing, Wild trying to capitalize on that. Middleton weaving in, and a shot. Shore unable to get it, but nice rebound. No one able to get that. Middleton right back to Faber. Wild looking good here so far, guys. Anyways, hot takes. Here's the second channel. It's not just combat sports stuff. It's a little bit of everything. Beer content like on this channel, vlogs. But the streaming is more fight stuff. 15:49 on the clock, and Buffalo sends this puck way down, and we're going to have an icing. Again, smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Let's get a poll question going. Let's get a poll question. How many points does Jake Middleton get this season? Let's say... All right. We'll say 20 to 25. 25 to 30. And Sabres come up with the puck, but that puck trickles into the neutral zone, trying to bat it away. And the Wild actually bat it out of bounds, up and over the boards. 20 to 35, or 25 to 30 points, 35 to 40 points, 40 plus points. All right, here we go. Poll question is up. Rusty, what's up? I have to watch a quick stuffing recipe. BRB. God, I fucking love stuffing, dude. Making turkey sandwiches, Ross Geller style, the next day with stuffing. Oh my God. Kaprizov with a shot, or it was more of a pass. Up front center, unable to capitalize. It was Eck. Back to Boldy. Boldy back to the blue line. Back up center. Nobody there but a bunch of Buffalo Sabres players, and they get the puck back. And offside for the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, Kaprizov thought he was going to have Boldy up there center, but Boldy was tangled up. I doubt the Rangers want to retain, but Kreider would be interesting to go after. That's the thing. Like, they'd have to retain. And same with like Zibanejad. Like, if they're gonna move him, they have to retain. Even though they're good players, it's too much. And it's not like Zibanejad's having a bad season, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he's point per game right now. How's Kreider doing right now? 9 points in 19. 9 goals, though. That's fucking crazy. Okay, Zibanejad has 15 points in 20 games, only 4 goals. I mean, yeah. 15:06 on the clock. Trennan gets it out of the zone. Foligno. Nice pass to Gaudreau. Gaudreau can't get a shot off. Played around behind the Minnesota goal, and nice job by Spurgeon. Apparently, he's a super. Apparently, there's a lot of Minnesota Wild fans who think Spurgeon's soft. He literally got the puck away from a player twice his size up against the board. So just saying. Wild have it. Wild center. Gaudreau looking for the shot. Puck bounces up, and a jumping save by Pekka Luukkonen. Damn, Freddie Gaudreau. By the way, any steam on your check? Honestly, I'm not the big prospect guy. I haven't been keeping tabs on him much, but Jake, the MN Sports fan, I don't know if you watch any of the other shows that we have here. If you check out our show, Judd's Buds, every Monday it streams on this channel, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, but it's posted right after. And then we post the audio on the Sota Pod podcast feed, Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you find it, every Tuesday morning. That show is devoted to Minnesota Wild prospects and more, but like Minnesota Wild prospects and new crops of NHL prospects coming in. And I mean, one of the hosts is actually a scout for Smart Hockey. Smart Scouting. Sorry, I can't say it without a Boston accent because they're based out of there. But that would be the show if you want all your prospect talk. And a shot by Buffalo at center. And a great save by Gus. And Buffalo has it blue line. Power with a shot down center. That's blocked. At the blue line again. Buffalo doing a good job here, trying to find that shot through center, and that gets through, but Gustafsson finds it. It bounces out. Holding at the line, still the Sabres left side. Oh, weaving through, backhand. How did that not get through? And a great, I don't know if it was a save or rebound or what that was, but that goes the length of the ice. Damn. Wow. Oh man, Rasmus Dahlin is so nasty. He's so nasty. He used to do that shit in the SHL all the time. I was gonna say as a wee 17-year-old, but like he was a man amongst boys even at 17. 13 minutes on the clock in the second period in Buffalo. Little drop pass there. Nobody there to get it back. Through the middle again. Buffalo, great. Like, they're so good at passing. Jokiharju, the pass to the right side. Doesn't get it. Shot back from the blue line, and that almost bounced off the boards. It could have been dangerous after that. Wild trying to get it out. They just get it out. Let's see if the Wild can make a change. Are they close enough? They're wildly going to make a change. Johansson knocks it out of the air while they're only able to change one body. Okay, they're able to complete that change now. Johansson back to the blue line. Back to Boldy. Johansson's last one off. Bogosian trying to pinch. Good job by the Wild keeping that in the neutral zone. Sabres, they get into the corner and just bat it around the net. Wild retrieve it. Merrill sends it down into the Buffalo zone, and a pass back to Merrill. Bumblefucked at the line. Merrill has to send it back in. Dude, he's so good tonight. It's crazy. 16 saves in the first period alone. Dude, he's easily the hottest goalie in the National Hockey League right now. And it's truly beautiful to watch. But he had the crazy eyes early, man. You could see it. He wants revenge for that fucking Winnipeg loss. Darlene with a shot, and that is blocked by Jones. It looks like he might block that with his left foot or left leg. And lucky for him and this team, we're going to have a TV timeout. 11 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. And the Minnesota Wild, midweek, Thanksgiving week, are up 1-0 despite being outshot 19-7, ladies and gentlemen. 19-7. They've killed off 2 penalties. I mean, Gus Bus, man. Gus freaking Bus. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, the start to this period, as we're almost halfway through this second period, Minnesota has done a good job of setting up and getting into a little bit of a flow. I mean, Buffalo was able to make a change at one point, but they kept that first line out there on the ice, double shifted them, and actually looked pretty dangerous. Got like 3 or 4 shots off, some good opportunities. But then it was the complete opposite. Buffalo looked like they were on a freaking power play 5-on-5, and we're just so good at moving the puck. And I just don't like how the Wild are collapsing closer and closer. They I don't know, set up the diamond again and have at least one guy between the 2 guys at the blue line, because Owen Powers is always getting that pass to that right circle off, and one guy's kind of hanging halfway. There's too much space there at the blue line for these guys to work, and that's how they're getting these opportunities. Now, on the flip side, the Wild are able to, I guess, plug up some of the shooting lanes, but I mean, force a bad pass or a bad shot versus be preparing to block a clapper or a beautiful wrist shot where they're looking for that hole and that target anyways. Oh yeah, John Hines, Billy Guerin. Oh wow, look at that, 6 Wild representatives off the ice for Team USA. That's cool. I'm actually looking forward to the 4 Nations. A little appetizer to get us back into Olympic mode, which, still 2 years out, but still, it'll be here sooner than we realize. And we're gonna have a whistle. Top line staying out there. Too bad that Buffalo is going to have to let some of their young defensemen go before they're in their prime. If somehow they keep them all together, they're going to have the best blue line for years too. It's crazy how many how much young talent this team has. And I know they've been rebuilding for a while, and some of these pieces they got while Eichel was still there, but it's like the post-Eichel era. And I know a lot of, front office, ownership, and management, all that stuff has been changed for the better as well. But Buffalo is one of those teams I really don't hate on at all. And I kind of want to see pop, because just as a hockey fan, they're a fun team to watch. I mean, I have a rooting interest in the Wild, and Gustin with the save obviously here. So I'm leaning a little biased towards them. I mean, shout out to the Sota Pod. But this is a fun game to watch, and they're a fun hockey club to watch. It sucks that Russia is not allowed to have a team in the 4 Nations. True, but you know what? I'm not gonna let my hockey fandom, I guess, get too greedy in that front. We'll have the Olympic athletes back at the Olympics, I'm pretty sure, if they're still not allowed to compete then, which, I mean, hopefully just all that shit overseas is, it's never going to be solved, but, from just a humane aspect, from a human to human aspect, I hope shit's okay there by the time the Olympics rolls around. 10 minutes on the clock in the Wild. Cross ice pass. That doesn't hit their mark. They go back and forth. I would say right now the US is better, Kenny. I would say right now the US internationally is probably the best. I would say they're like on par or even better than Canada because they have goalies and Canada doesn't have goalies internationally right now. But it's like usually it's like Canada and then it's like US, Sweden, Russia, and then it's like Finland, and then it's like Czech, Slovakia, and then everybody else. Greed, I'll take Buffalo cannot get out of their own way. Last year, I thought they would pop. Maybe this year. I mean, Kaprizov is an Olympic champion. Not a Russian Olympic champion, but an Olympic athlete of Russia champion. His question is, does Brodin make Team Sweden? True. And Brett and I talked about that on the Wildly Informed show a couple weeks ago. I think he might be the extra man, but we'll see. It just depends what type of blue line they want. Oh, X is shoo-in for sure. 100%. And probably Gustafsson as well. So there are big Euro leagues too. I didn't realize. I don't know why, but yeah, they got hella ice. People. Oh yeah, dude. The second best league in the world is the league in Russia, the KHL. The Swedish hockey league's very good. The Finnish hockey league's very good. The Czech league's a step down, and the Slovaks league's a step down from those. But the Finnish league, the KHL, and the SHL, really, really good leagues. 19:18 on the clock. So a lot of, like, obviously North American kids are drafted from Canadian Major Junior Hockey or NCAA here in the States. The ones overseas, they're playing pro at 16. 21 shots on the clock. Oh, by the way, Kenny, sorry, I forgot to give you your... Let's go. 8 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock. Minnesota has it in the Buffalo zone. Off the right board, back to Faber. Or sorry, not Faber. I just saw the 7. I didn't see the 47. Chisholm sends it back in. Johansson with a little bump separates the man from his puck. Rossi finishing his check as well, but Buffalo with it, and both teams are going to get a change. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. There's 20 of you watching right now. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video, so smash that like button so we can reach our goal. Wild pass to Kaprizov. Kaprizov back to the blue line and a shot. Nice save by Pekka Luukkonen. Fighting forward in the corner. Boldy try to get it back to the blue line. Buffalo intercepts. Buffalo sends this puck down. Spurgeon gets it. Spurgeon up the right side. Eck with it. Back to Boldy. Boldy gives it up. Tried to get one back to Eriksson Ek there. Sneak it through, but unfortunately the pocket is picked and Buffalo is going to come in offside. And we're going to have another TV timeout here. 7:52 on the clock. I didn't watch the prospect game. No, I was doing my fight show yesterday. How was it? Dude, I can't believe that Team Canada is still leaving Riley Heidt off the roster. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Absolutely tearing up the WHL again. It's crazy. It's crazy. Was I a little disappointed he wasn't like ready for the NHL? Yes. Is he surely too good for the dub? Yes. And for some reason, Team Canada doesn't want to bring him. It's absolutely insane. But I guess that benefits you Americans watching because anybody who's a fan of Team USA for the World Juniors doesn't want Riley Heidt on the opposing team. Absolutely ripping up in Prince George right now. Again. Let's see his stats. $33 points in 18 games, 11 goals. Absolutely sick. I don't think he's leading the dub. Let's see. I don't think he's leading the Western Hockey League right now. No, he's not. Oh, no, this is from last year. What the hell? Sorry. Okay, maybe he is then. One sec. Oh, no, never mind. Holy crap. Yeah, there's some Oh my God, there's some. Gavin McKenna, of course. How could I forget? 48 points in 25 games, bro. The guy's 17 years old. The guy is 17 years old. He can't even be drafted this year. He's being drafted next year. Gavin McKenna, 48 points in 25 games already. Oh my God, dude. Dude, this kid's gonna be like, he's putting up Bedard, Crosby, freaking Bedard and McDavid numbers. It was a blowout. 7 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. Dude, I had Elite Prospects up and my like freaking CPU was hammering like no other. Wild have it, battling in the corner. They get their pocket picked. Foligno losing it. Buffalo unable to gain the zone with ease. Wild doing a good job crowding that blue line. Just when I say that, though, a shot from the left side, and that goes high and wide. 7 minutes and 17 seconds. We're going to have a face-off to the left of Gustafsson. Damn, Kaprizov already 174 goals. He just passed Jason Zucker. Parise with 199, Koivu with 205, and Gabbard with 219. Bro, Kaprizov, like, next year, he's going to pass the Wild goal record, assuming they don't trade him. They're not going to trade him. They're going to sign him. They're going to re-sign him. And a nice face-off win by the Wild. Yeah, to the right of Gustafsson. They send up the left side. Chasing here. They dumped it chasing here, and they get it. Trennan in the corner. Can he produce anything here? Pass, Foligno. Foligno back to the blue line. Pass, a shot from center, and a nice save by Pekka Luukkonen. There we go. There's some offense coming. You know, Chisholm, very active game. Very active game. "21 shots for Buffalo. Minnesota still at 9. It says 8 right here, but the broadcast says 9. All right. This line staying out there. Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau. He cannot do any wrong except for losing the faceoff. He did a little bit of wrong there. He did a little bit of wrong there. Wild regain the puck at center. 6 minutes and 48 seconds. They dump it in. Nice hit by Foligno. That's his 6th hit of the night. Wild crowd the neutral zone, forcing Buffalo just to dump that in. The one thing about Buffalo is they're quick, man. So when they're dumping it in, even if it's just out of like necessity to get it off their stick, broken play, check coming in, like they always have someone right behind them who's racing towards it. Pretty even numbers here in the last 15 meetings between both these guys as the stats came up. On the FanDuel broadcast. Buffalo brings it in. Buffalo able still to get a shot off. Wild to get it back. Gaudreau up left side. That's going to hit someone's stick and go up and over, but the Wild can finally get a change. Yeah, that line was out there for a little while. Foligno does a little extra lap. Our Faber and Boldy talking right now. By the way, in your opinion, who's been underrated and overrated? Frustrating for the Wild so far. Underrated? I can't really say Gaudreau's underrated right now because like the stats don't lie. I think Spurgeon's been underrated this year. I think he's been awesome, especially him and Brodin together. Like the stats don't lie, the eye tests don't lie. And someone who's been overrated this year. 5 minutes, by the way, left. Wild have it in their zone, sending it up the left side. I mean, maybe overrated. I don't know. Maybe either Johansson or Eck, but like they're both playing. I mean, Eck's playing good. He's playing his role. Johansson's playing fine. I think Spurgeon's been underrated, though. We're not talking about how good he's been coming back off those 2 surgeries and missing a little bit of time early, right? I guess frustrating. So I won't say overrating, but frustrating. Murat Khuznadinov, obviously want to see him add a little bit more offense to his game, but defensively he's been good. Hartman trying to bat that puck home while they're able to keep that in. Bogosian at the blue line sends it right side. Johansson being checked. Johansson loses it. Power sending it length of the ice. Merrill with it. Merrill pass to Johansson. Johansson backhands it deep. Rossi corner to Hartman. Back to the blue line. Up that left side. Johansson bumblefucked it for a moment. Was able to keep it in the zone. And a shot from the blue line. That goes right and wide. Buffalo with it. Washington is overrated. I think they're just on a little bit of a heater right now. They'll come back down to earth. Rossi with a shot in, and rebound clears all the way into the neutral zone. No one expected Washington to be anything this year, and they're actually something, which is surprising. But with Ovi out of the lineup, obviously scoring is going to drop a little bit. I got money on the Wild tonight. Do you think they will win? As the game goes on, I'm getting more confident, and their goalie's been like stupidly hot tonight. 22 shots he saved already. The first period, there were a lot better chances for the Buffalo Sabres. Things have kind of evened out, a little bit more back and forth here for the Wild in this period. I do like they're up. I do think if the Buffalo Sabres score one, Minnesota could probably come back in. So yeah, I do think the Wild are going to win tonight, but it's still, Buffalo, they're good. They're not just folding, right? Buffalo definitely the quicker team, but Minnesota playing pretty good defensively. Not outstanding, but pretty good defensively, and in whatever mistakes they make, Gustafson's been bailing them out tonight. I did want to see Ovi break the record this year. I was actually maybe going to go to a Caps when the Caps come and visit the Wild in March. I was maybe going to go to the game because that would, assuming he wouldn't get injured, that was kind of around, okay, maybe around then he does it. Yes, they're not folding for sure. Good to see you, by the way, Matthew. Love the profile picture. Hockey from home. Peace. I'm out. Hockey from home. Sup? Good to see you. I want to see it too. Don't know you're live till now. Turn on notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Well, you didn't piece them out. You're back, so there is no piece them out merch. We could really do the second goal soon. Yep. Yo, shout to Lindy Ruff, by the way. One of my favorite coaches in the National Hockey League. But yeah, we thought you pieced out Hockey from Home, so we're going to make the piece out merch. But now that you're not pieced out, can't make the piece out merch. All right, we're back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to everybody joining us here in the live chat. If you're on Twitter, if you're on X, if you're on Facebook, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube. Oh, thanks, Hockey. I think I'm going to go back home in February or March, so I'll do a chunk of the tour then. Buffalo wins the face-off. Try to get it back to the blue line. Wild pick their pocket. Kaprizov unable to bring that puck over the Buffalo line. Buffalo sends it back to the neutral zone. Tage Thompson gets knocked off the puck and on his ass, and shot by Spurgeon. And a nice, as he snuck through center, and a nice save by Pekka Luukkonen. The thing is, Pekka Luukkonen is playing a really good game as well. I know the Wild only have 14 shots on that, and he let one in, but that tic-tac-toe play was absolutely insane. He's been sharp tonight as well. Will do, Hockey, will do. Just one post on Instagram. Oh, I'll finish it before 2040. 3 minutes, 53 seconds. Wild come up with it. Shots doesn't get through traffic. Spurgeon in the corner, tangled up with a few guys. Buffalo emerges with it. Chisholm can't control it. They lose it. Don't like that play by Chisholm. If you're going to go in like that, you got to get that puck behind the net. And Buffalo back to the blue line, which they set up so well here. Shot. And that doesn't get through traffic. Buffalo back with it. Back around the boards. Chisholm. There we go. Nice job by Chisholm getting it center. I'm not sure Jones knew that was coming to him, but he got it in deep. Nice speed by Jones as Jones in there for the forecheck. Shore, Jones, they're digging for it in the corner. I'm not sure yet, hockey. And Cousins on Buffalo with a shot that doesn't quite get to Gustafsson. Faber has it. Faber with a shot around the boards. Will do, Hockey. I'm going to vlog the whole thing too. Goudreau trying to get the puck back. He can't, but the defense gets it right back to him. Try to get to Foligno. Foligno dumps it in. Pekka controlled it. Gets it to the Buffalo defenseman. Buffalo up the right side. Checked by Freddie Goudreau, but Buffalo drops it back, and that goes across and around the net boards. Bouncing to Foligno. Foligno skating it in right side. Foligno chasing it. Goudreau there as well. Buffalo setting it in the center while they're able to send it back into the Buffalo zone. Wild changing. Owen Power fires it in. Good job by Minnesota. Able to get that puck right back out, and we got 2-on-2. Oh, fanning on that cross-ice pass, and Buffalo's getting it right back. Oh, to say Wild Horse. Thank you, Hog from Home. Why are you watching the ticker and not the game? All right. I guess I'm going to have to stream that one Tuesday. Okay, I may not be able to go to that game, but I'm definitely going to stream that game. And the Wild end up with the puck. Hard fought face off there. Oh, but Buffalo gets it back in a shot. Unable to get that on net. Wild unable to clear the zone. Saved right at the line by Buffalo. Yeah, but you know where to watch it, Hockey from Home. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. 1 minute and 4 seconds. You're the one who literally told me where to watch this. Not this game in particular, but to watch these games. 25 shots for the Buffalo Sabres, 15 for the Minnesota Wild. 53 seconds remain in this second period. Thompson deflects it in. Merrill sends it back. Spurgeon. Back to Merrill. They're just trying to get it out at this point, and they do. 28 seconds on the clock. Can the Wild set up for one more shot? Kaprizov with a cross-ice pass, and great job by Buffalo. Getting in that lane. 18 seconds. Wild send it in. Boldy looking for it. Buffalo, 11 seconds. Can try to just keep this in their zone. 5, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for this second period. 4-1 Penguins against the Canucks. Wow. Damn. Boo Penguins. Boo Penguins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your key takeaways from this second period. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we'll be right back for the second intermission. I'll let you guys know my key takeaways from this second period. Minnesota Wild still up 1-0. No goals scored in this second. Is a tight one, but we didn't see any penalties for the Wild, so that's good. No special teams in this one, and back and forth play. And I said this at the end of the first period. I didn't think Buffalo would be able to keep that pace throughout this entire game, and we're starting to see them slow down. Now, look, when Owen Powers gets the puck and the defense is able to set up, yes, they're dangerous, but the Wild are starting to employ their defense a little bit more soundly here, able to keep up with Buffalo a little bit more, and Buffalo's not just attacking with the same speed and pace in which they were doing in the first period. And we've seen this with a few other teams, and Minnesota just kind of sticking to their guns and able to grind them down and not burn a lot of energy early, and able to get the better teams late in the second and in the third. And I sense a similar type of game brewing here. I feel more confident with Minnesota scoring one more, maybe two with an empty netter in this third. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Let me know your predictions for the third period. Let me know your takeaways. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll dive into more of my key takeaways from the second period and what we need to see from the Wild. Hell, what we need to see from both clubs in the third period. Like the video and subscribe, and we'll be back right after this, a quick break. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss a live stream, so you never miss an upload. Before we get to running down what we saw from the second period, and comment away in the live chat, vote in the poll question, let me know your key takeaways from this game, and particularly from that second period. Before then, just some quick housekeeping notes. Big shout out to our friends at Waggle Golf, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing drops coming. Remainder, I guess we're pretty much in the winter now. Amazing winter drops. Their fall drops are awesome. And I think they still have some sales on some really nice hats. They got a gobble hat, which is pretty awesome as well. I know no one's golfing right now, but find a nice hoodie, a nice winter hat, a toque, as we say, north of the border. And if you use promo code SP10, you can get 10% off your order. GetYourWaggleOn.com. Also, big shout out to our friends at Northland Vodka, Better Edge, and 7th Avenue Pizza. You guys just saw there, we're working with 9 Mile Brewing too. Great folks at 9 Mile. Amazing beer. They have a lot of great events, and the tap room is so cool. So big shout out to them. Okay, let's get to highlighting what we saw in the second period and our key takeaways. I mean, first period, Gustafsson, 16 saves. 25 total now, 9 more in that second period. He's been nothing short of spectacular in this game. And you know what? I got to give some credit. To Pekka Luukkonen as well on the Buffalo Sabres side. There's been a few opportunities. That Spurgeon one in particular, where he had to dial in. Spurgeon pretty much on a breakaway solo there. Some good shots by Rossi, some good shots by Kaprizov, some good deflection. And he's been very sharp as well. And we really got to see the best of him in the second period, because in the first period, he let one in. Again, I don't blame him for that tic-tac-toe play. That was no goalie in the National Hockey League was going to save that. And And then there was only 3 more. There was only like 4 more shots on net after that. So I actually got to see him work, and he looks pretty confident in the net as well. I mean, both the goalies have been solid. Defense on both sides of the ice have been good, which is why this has been a tight game. No special teams in the second period. I like how both teams have been setting up a little bit better in the offensive zone. There's a little bit more flow to this second period versus that choppy first period, and then just Buffalo peppering shots on Minnesota. 5-on-4 and 5-on-5. The Buffalo Sabres are still so quick, though, guys. They are such a fast team. They're a young team, and when Owen Power sets up on the blue line, fuck, man, it is. You know a shot's at least being thrown on net, but you don't know where or when it's coming. Fun team to watch play. Gus with some amazing saves, like I said. I don't think Buffalo is going to be able to keep up the pace that they displayed in the first period and halfway through the second period, because they're starting to slow down. And you know how I know that? Look, on transition, when they have a fresh pair of legs out there, they're still quick. But if you look at the first period and second, the stark differences are they're not just ripping through the blue line when the Wild are like a second behind getting their stride or set up on the like defensively. Whereas the Wild are kind of already set up right now, already anticipating their zone entries. I mean, that's a little bit of like adjusting on the fly too, and probably coaching for the Wild, addressing that and highlighting that. But they're really crowding that blue line, not allowing them to enter with ease. And where I thought they were collapsing and failing, both when they were on the PK and 5-on-5, just kind of crowding too much of that center lane. They're doing it more calculated now in what lane they kind of bunch in, whether it's like right in front of the net in that center lane or if it's more closer to the circles. And A, Gus is able still to have a line of sight, which is awesome. And B, they're blocking a lot of the shots that that are even sent that way. So I like the Wild's adjustments. Shots are a little bit more, but Buffalo's still dangerous. 3-1 Wild is your prediction. So you see a lot of goals in this third period. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I want the Canucks to win, but they're on back-to-back, so I get it. I just hope JT Miller's okay and that that everything's okay with him and his family. All right. Keys to this third period, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, more of what the Wild have been doing. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, and that's okay. Sometimes the best hockey as far as getting that dub is keeping it simple. Their defense all season, not just their defense on the back end, which again, there's Brodin's out, so they had to scramble a little bit, but Chisholm's been overall good. I mean, Merrill and Chisholm, they've made a couple mistakes each, but not glaring ones. And I mean, shoot, even Chisholm in some shifts has been able to like redeem himself. Again, stopping that easy zone entry, 2 guys coming through, 1 guy blitzing through for the Wild, when they're 1 step ahead of you, ready on the back check versus having to chase. And I mean, that's with every team, but early in this game, it's like the Wild were playing their game, but they were just 1 step behind because that's how quick this Buffalo team is. And they were on the whole time, especially with the 2 power plays, right? It was go, crazy pacing. Look, man, these guys are humans. They're not going to be able to keep up that pace this whole time. Excuse who you're bringing for the challenge. Whoever wants to come, Hog from home. Out of my homies. Whoever wants to come out of my homies. Probably Kyle, probably Tim, probably Shane, probably Brandon, whoever else wants to come. Oh, yeah. So the Wild, stay disciplined. Keep that wall up on the blue line. You know what? Honestly, double shift that top line a couple more times. I imagine we're going to see, especially in the first 10 minutes, and until the next Wild goal is scored, I feel like we're going to see a lot from the top 6. Not that the bottom six have been sieves or anything like that, but getting that next goal is huge, and then they can really shut it down. What do we got as far as time? Boldy 12 minutes, Goudreau 10, Ek 11, Hartman 10, Kaprizov 12, Johansson 10, Trennan 10 as well again. Just PK. How much are you going to yap about? Well, I mean, would you rather me sit in silence during the periods? The hockey's not on right now, man. We're in the middle of the second period. Would you rather me sit in silence, K? Just imagine it's only issue for my beer challenge. No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be just me. Would nice to get a power play in the third. Honestly, sure. They haven't really been capitalizing on power plays, so I'd like to see it. Buffalo's been pretty disciplined. Gotta love the trolls. It's funny how people join a watch party. The game's not going on. And this guy, he's a smart guy. He knows. He knows it's in between periods, and he's like, jumps on YouTube for a commentary watch party and expects just silence. Like, that's not even some ASMR shit. That's just some weird shit. You should rep the merch and get them to subscribe. You should for breweries. Oh, we'll wear merch. We'll wear merch for sure. Actually, you know what? This is what Kay wants. Kay wants to see a 9 Mile Brewing ad. So let's do that. We're going to take our final break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on the other side. Play-by-play commentary, reaction, of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Smash that like button. Vote in the poll question. We'll check on the poll question before puck drops. But last break, and we'll be right back on the other side for the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. We are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel. Third period is upon us. Puck is about to drop, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say a big shout out to everybody who joined us here tonight. I want to give a big happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends here tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week/weekend. And for those who have to also work on Friday, look, I will be working as well. So just hit me up if you need a shoulder to cry on, all right? Hog Room, I told the brewery I'm DMing them on behalf of you. I told them I'm asking for a friend from Vancouver Island, AKU. Read this. Just curious, the common for brewers to have their flights already planned in terms of beers? No, they never have them planned, Hockey from Home. It's only, people go and choose them. Because one of the brewers already have it. Oof, don't like that. Don't like that. I mean, I'm down for suggestions, but ultimately we have to make the choice. 5-2 Canucks. That's not the final, eh? Hog from Home. Nice. Let's go. All right, like I said, guys, third period is upon us here. Do we think it's just an empty netter for Kaprizov? Or do we think the Wild score one more 5-on-5 or power play, right? Before it's almost... I mean, it's almost becoming a regular thing, that Kaprizov empty netter now. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all the Yanks here. Thank you, AJ. Thank you. Big shout out to AJ, by the way. It's so cool that we have Wild fans and just NHL fans overseas. You know, people think that there's no hockey fans out there, but there's plenty of leagues across the pond. One in the UK as well, which, man, that's my New Year's resolution. Watch more EIHL. I watch a fair bit of LNAH still. I've been watching just a lot of ECHL fight highlights because I just love hockey fights. But I have your suggestions, but you could try the flight because most of my suggestions are in the flight. Sounds good. Still in the third period. Okay. All right. Well, the Canucks come back. Hockey from Home. All right. Start of the third period here. The boys are on the ice. I don't watch as much USHL as I should. Because I don't have time to watch all the leagues. I cover combat sports, 30 hours of combat sports every weekend on my second channel, the City Life Project. So if I had weekends free, I'd watch more USHL, like even catch up on it. I barely have enough time to watch my favorite junior league, which is the WHL. When I was right after high school, so I didn't go to college right after high school. I took 2 years to work. And in that time, I was obsessed with every league. So I watched the USHL, I watched BCHL, I watched WHL, I watched even fucking SJHL in Saskatchewan, bro. Junior A. Like, I watched everything. So I haven't kept up with the USHL in about 4 or 5 years. Shoot, maybe even 5-6 years now. But I have a friend who's obsessed with the Green Bay. Oh, wait, no, Green Bay Gamblers, they're NAHL, aren't they? Are they USHL? But anyways, I love me some junior hockey, and I should watch a little bit more USHL too. Maybe that'll be part of maybe my New Year's resolution. EIHL and USHL, watch some more. If there was a USHL team around the Twin Cities, I'd go all the time. But because college hockey's so big here, it is what it is. You gotta love seeing Chicago beating Dallas 2-0.
That shit beautiful than the motherfucking.
Whoops, I'll do that one more time.
That shit beautiful than the motherfucking.
And the puck is dropped, ladies and gentlemen. 19:37 on the clock. And Middleton has it, plays it back to Faber. Peace. I'm out. I reckon Buffalo score early. Then we get a second and an empty netter at the end. Chicago has Dallas. Red like a buck. Freddie Gaudreau pass. And that shot is blocked. Wild still have it. Right side. Being checked up against the boards here is Trennan. Puck gets free. Chisholm. Oh, nice pass by Chisholm. Nice center pass. Backhand. Puck back in the zone. Wild going to get a change. Thanks for the updates, hockey. And a nice shot there by Buffalo. Read and easily saved by Gustafsson, but the puck stays in, and a shot from the blue line. That's going to go wide. 18:37 on the clock in this third period. Nice check work by the Minnesota Wild. And Chisholm sends it up to Freddie Gaudreau. Gaudreau, right side. Gaudreau looking for a shot. Gaudreau with the shot, and that went right through the crease, but Wild couldn't get that on the other side, and we're gonna get an icing call on Buffalo. I think. Oh, that's a great question. Who's more of a disappointing team, Nashville or Boston? You know what? Let's make that the third period poll question. I love that. That is an awesome poll question. That is an awesome poll question, man. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. 13 likes. We're trying to get to 20. Middleton get this season 25-30 wins this one. You know what? I'm leaning Nashville as well because Boston's still over 500, even though they haven't looked great. $17:59 on the clock. Middleton resets. Man, another whistle. A choppy start to this third period. We're going to have the face-off in the Buffalo zone. All right. Who's had the more disappointing season? Oh, face-off at center. Never mind. And Buffalo wins it. $17:38 Buffalo. Can't even find an entry through the neutral zone. This is what we wanted to see from the Wild. Tight D forcing Buffalo to dump it in, but Buffalo not chasing it this time. All right, poll questions up. Third period poll question. Great suggestion. Thank you, sir. Will be Boston now that they've binned off their coach. 17:05. Middleton with it. Middleton up into the neutral zone. Tipped, but not able to go the length of the ice. And Buffalo gets it back. Buffalo through the neutral zone. Shot, but that doesn't get through. Faber fighting for it in the corner. Buffalo gets it back to the blue line. They send it back in. A nice save by Gustafson. Nashville hasn't beat the Devils in 10 years. Devils at home, and they finally beat them. I know that thanks to Neil. Devils won against Nashville this past week. Oh, deflected. Oh, was it Middleton who that was deflected off of? Anyways, he seems okay. 16:39. Wild win the faceoff. Kaprizov, Middleton, Faber. Up that right board. And Boldy couldn't get it out. Oh, and a tip right in front of the net, and a great save by Gustafson. Buffalo's getting Gus bust. Yeah, because the Wild haven't had many chances here early. And Buffalo lobs it down, bouncing puck and gloved by Pekka Luukkonen. An offensive zone faceoff for the first line is going to be huge here, though, for the Wild. 16-12. I haven't hockey from home, no. I mean, whenever I'm back in town, the boys always assume that we're going to go beer or brewery hopping, so. No worries, hockey. Thank you so much. 17 shots on net for the Wild, 27 for the Buffalo Sabres. Eriksson Ek taking this face-off, and Wild win the face-off. Chisholm, oh, I thought he was going to lose it back to Kaprizov. Right side shot. That's blocked. Eriksson Ek couldn't get the tip. But I will let them know, hockey. Thank you. Spurgeon with a shot. That doesn't get through. Chisholm was looking for the rebound. Shout to Bowen Byram, by the way, former Vancouver Giant. Forgot that he was with Buffalo. Boldy with it. Boldy weaving through a few guys, able to keep that puck in the zone, but Kaprizov not there to even check his man. Buffalo in shot, doesn't hit the net, but oh, and it didn't get to that left side on the blue line. It's going to go all the way down. Yes, hockey from home. Mostly on the island, though. Yeah, probably not going to Prince George this trip. And a nice check on the right side. No call there. No call was the right call. And Foligno now darting through the neutral zone and brings it into the corner. Knocked away by Owen Powers, though, and Foligno losing it. Nice pass by Darlene. Nice backhand pass. 2-on-1 and a shot doesn't get through, and Minnesota's going to reset. But yes, there's some good breweries in Prince George. And that wasn't a great... Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Defense rings it around the boards. Didn't even get to his man. Honestly, Faber kind of bumblefucked that one. And Buffalo gets it back. Honestly, lucky for Minnesota here that the puck bounced up and out, as Faber wasn't able to handle that puck around the boards, and it goes right to the Buffalo defenseman. They were able to keep that one in. It's fun. You can decide your road trip when I send it to you. Hoping to get all the brews by Christmas, and I'll send it to you on New Year's. Let's go. Yeah, we'll definitely do a chunk of them. We'll definitely do a chunk of them this trip, and then we'll just have to do a just straight up BC trip, not an island trip. Next time, 14:34. Wild lose the faceoff, but Buffalo can't keep that puck in their zone. 14:26. Wild broke up that passing by Buffalo. Wild able to get that back, but being checked in the corner, up the boards, right side, back to the neutral zone. I mean, we don't have enough. We don't have a big enough sample size yet. Nice opportunity by the Wild. The Wild center, Pekka Luukkonen was off. It wasn't like set up yet. And a nice save by one of the Buffalo Sabres players who blocked that shot. Wild ringing around the boards again. Shot from behind that. No. Back to Merrill. Merrill up the left side around the boards. Bogosian with a shot. Nice save by Pekka Luukkonen. Johansson. I will say Celebrini's awesome, and we'll see in a year or two, but small sample size thus far. But he's definitely like hasn't had any hiccups really yet. He's got a very high ceiling. He's very good. I mean, when the Wild played San Jose, he was like, him and Kaprizov were the best players on the ice. And I believe he scored 2 goals or was a goal and assist at the very minimum, but he's very good. I think Gavin McKenna might even be better than both, but we'll see. Way too early to tell with him, but still. We haven't seen a guy rip up. Like, he's too good for junior, and I think he just turned 17. He was point per game as a 15-year-old, exceptional status. I'm pretty sure he got exceptional status. We played 15, 16 year. It was crazy. Kaprizov with it. Back to Chisholm. Chisholm with a pass to Boldy. Boldy whiffed on it. Back around. Chisholm. Great job getting to that side. Passing it left. No one was there. Nice shot by Buffalo. Another save by Gustafson. Boldy overskate. Not a great shift by Boldy. Boldy left side again. Back to center. No one can get that. Boldy with it. Boldy, can he redeem himself with a shot? And he shoots, and a nice glove save by Pekka Luukkonen. There we go. You know what, though? Boldy definitely redeemed himself with that opportunity there at the end. I haven't gone drinking at all in Prince George. Talking from home, I lived there when I was a very young human. This Buffalo crowd is so quiet. They were pretty loud early. But yeah, I have the volume very, very low because I don't want any of it to come through. But I recalled early they were loud. But I mean, you know, there haven't been a lot of moments to get the crowd excited. There hasn't been like a really big hit. That great of a play, a goal, right? So I kind of understand it in a tight 1-0 game. I'm sure the Buffalo is that filled. Has it been has the attendance been bad this year? I'd imagine with a really young and exciting team to watch that they'd sell more tickets. Let's see. Mm. It says that their average is still just under 16,000. 15,981. I don't remember. I went up there once to visit my dad when I was before I went to college, but I haven't been back there since. It's not tonight. I think this is the highest attendance they've had all year. There you go. They're here to see the Gus bus, baby. They're just showing some highlights. Speaking of, they're showing some highlights of him right now. He's worth price of admission alone. It's not today, Hockey from Home. It's next week. It's not tonight. We're streaming right now, Hockey from Home. That's a long while, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really... Other than to see my dad, and he'd always come and visit the island, I didn't really have a reason to go up there. My friends from Prince George, ironically, either live on the island or have moved. 12:19. But yeah, no podcast tonight, Hockey from Home due to Thanksgiving. Just a live stream. Foligno looking to try to check his man. No episode this week. I hate it when people are saying trade Gus. Yeah, me too, hot takes. Fools. Yeah. Sorry I didn't make a post about it, but no, we're streaming tonight instead due to Thanksgiving. But we'll be back next week, hockey. Buffalo breaking out, 11:47. And Chisholm sends it up the right side. Minnesota breaking out. Tipping it in. Johansson tips it in. Rossi unable to check his man, and puck went into the bench. We're going to have a face-off right outside the Buffalo zone. Yeah. Didn't want... I was going to say... I mean, I could have done it myself, but it's more Brett's show. I'm just there hitting switches and controls and to just be the co-host for once rather than the one driving the bus. So yeah, no show today, and I figured we might as well still do something on the channel since we do usually stream on Wednesdays. Can't blame them, though, after last season. True. Well, actually, no, I can blame them. I blindly said true there. No, I can blame them. I wholeheartedly disagree with this statement, AJ. Wholeheartedly disagree. He was 1-1. He was 1-1, and the Wild had no defense in front of him. He actually didn't play that bad. Like, it wasn't a good year for him. It wasn't a horrendous year. Definitely people made it seem like it was way worse, given that like the defense was decimated and the team wasn't scoring. So obviously the highlight is the goalie, right? Every time. And again, not even close to playing like he did in the first year or this year. And I was criticizing him as well. But I said, give him give him one more shot. You saw what his potential can be. Okay, you saw what his floor can be. Let's see if he lands somewhere in the middle, or if he reaches that potential again. And so far is better than in the middle. I'll tell you that much. I just thought it was foolish to trade him in the summer rather than see what you got in him early and then decide, right? You know, it's a boring game when you see the crowd doing a Mexican wave. Go Panthers. 10 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock. Merrill. Shot from the circle and a rebound save by Pekka Luukkonen, but Buffalo takes it right back. No idea, hockey. No idea whatsoever. But I will let you know. Jones with it. Through center, dumps it. Minnesota changing. Man, they better change quick because again, Buffalo, they're so fast. But the Wild have been getting quite a few chances here in the last about 4 or 5 minutes. 23 shots for the Wild, 28 for Buffalo. Wild send that backing around, and that's going to be icing. Maybe, Hockey from Home. Yeah, that fake shot by Merrill is actually good. He didn't get that shot cleanly through, though. Yes, and I will let you know once we get that sorted. I finally talked to Kyle recently, so we'll try to get it set up soon, Hockey. Thank you. 9 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. Again, big shout out to everybody joining us on YouTube. Big shout out to everybody joining us on all the other platforms. But if you're on Facebook, if you're on X, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube. Smash that like button too, guys. Smash that like button. 9 minutes and 27 seconds. Right side, Buffalo just rings it down the length of the ice. Hey, I appreciate it, Hockey from Home. Blue line shot. That gets through, but nobody can get the rebound other than Eriksson Ek. And Eriksson Ek sends this one in. Bouncing puck, and Pekka Luukkonen is going to hold on to this one while they're going to get a face-off in the offensive zone. Yep, will do, Hockey. And we're going to get a TV timeout halfway through this period. Man, we might not see another goal scored unless it's an empty netter. Gus' first game last season was 42 shutout, and that was the only time the full team was there. There you go. There you go. And again, was it a good season for him last year? No. It was a bad year, but it was not just on him. It was a perfect storm against Stanley Cup champions. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad they held on to him, man, because maybe Wild fans are angry with his performance last year, but how angry would Wild fans have been if he was traded, they got cents on the dollar, and he did this with another team, right? Yes, Hockey. Hopefully there wasn't any food in there because it's going to be expired as fuck at this point. 29 shots for Buffalo, 24 in Minnesota. Check out some of the other stats here. Face-offs has been pretty even. 25 Buffalo, 24 Minnesota. 16 giveaways for Buffalo, 9. It's not bad. That's not bad. Just no power play opportunity yet for the Minnesota Wild. Okay, there we go. Good. I remember watching those iDubbbz bat unboxings from back in the day. Back in the day in 2013-14. And people would send him perishables. Thank you. Yes, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to rep the City Life shirt. All right, here we go. Top line out there to take this face off in the Buffalo zone to the left of Pekka Luukkonen. And the Buffalo Sabres win the face-off. Can they keep this puck moving forward? And yes, they do. Boldy actually loses his stick. Middleton with it. Middleton loses it. Ek now checking behind the net. Ek, good job getting it to Boldy. Boldy brings it up the boards back into the neutral zone. I won't be able to rep it on all City Life streams, but I'll rep it from time to time. I don't even rep my hoodie every stream, Hockey from Home. I do wear different clothes. And X still with it on the right side. And a shot save by Pekka Luukkonen. Oh, and a little brouhaha starting here in front of the net. Kaprizov elected to pass instead of shooting that center lane, and nice save by Pekka Luukkonen. .825, and Kaprizov looks up at the board, or looks up at the Jumbotron there. Yeah, not really room for him to load up that shot too, especially with the guy coming behind him. Oh, it was Ek with the shot. Sorry, I said Boldy. Kaprizov passed it to Ek. Ek with a little shower on Pekka Luukkonen, and that's why a little snow shower there. We'll rep it. Don't worry. I ain't going to plan ahead of time when I rep it, though. We're too far out. Spurgeon. Checked by Zucker. In the corner, they're all fighting for it. Chisholm. Johansson to the right side. Shot by Hartman. That goes wide. Hartman gets it back. Hartman, a little toe drag. Back to center. Back to Hartman. Shot. What a save by Pekka Luukkonen. What a save by Pekka Luukkonen. Wild still have it. Spurgeon sends it in. Hartman. Rossi. Back to Chisholm. Chisholm with a shot. Another save by Pekka Luukkonen. Johansson dove to try to save that rebound. Couldn't get it. What an opportunity there for the Minnesota Wild. What an opportunity. And what a great save by Pekka Luukkonen. This has been a goalie battle. This has been a goalie battle late here, ladies and gentlemen. Both of them have been good. Wild get the puck back in the offensive zone. Freddie Gaudreau send it back to the blue line. They send it back into the corner. Merrill pinching, trying to keep this up, and they don't. But there's still 2 men back. Good job by Thompson. Thompson with some nifty moves. Thompson with the left side shot. Rebound close on goal. They send that puck down the length of the ice, and this will be icing on Minnesota. Oh, that was close, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. I'm out. Wow. Chances on both ends of the ice, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Oh my goodness. That Hartman Rossi give and go. I mean, man, that shot was close for Hartman. Great job by Pekka Luukkonen on that right side. Peace. I'm out. See you later, hockey. 6 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. Minnesota almost caught up in shots, by the way. 30 for Buffalo, 27 for your Minnesota Wild. And Minnesota gets his puck out of the zone. Nice. Yeah, no, he's awesome, hockey from home. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Buffalo, nice pass to center. They gain the zone. Middleton staying on his man. Great pressure by Middleton. Buffalo fires it wide, sends it down. Nice job finishing his check. Faber sends it back to Middleton. Middleton tips it out of the neutral zone. Wild lose it in the offensive zone. Just getting a stick on it. And Buffalo has it. Both teams making a change. Buffalo sends it back to the blue line, unable to get a shot off clean. Faber gets it back in the corner. Faber back to Middleton. Man, this duo, so good. Middleton tried to get out of the zone, and a nice catching of the puck by Buffalo. Wild are able to get it back. Boldy. Kaprizov unable to get a shot off. Kaprizov in the corner. Boldy fighting for it. Behind the net. Bowen Byram gets it back. Byram back to Buffalo. Buffalo up the left side. Buffalo right side. Shot. Saved by Gustafsson, and Buffalo couldn't handle the rebound. And Minnesota's going to get a change. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Getting real nervous. And we're up 1. 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Rossi with it. Rossi. Oh, wasn't able to hold on to it. He was 2-on-1. But the puck is still in the Buffalo zone. And just when I say that, they flick it out to the neutral zone. Oh, nice passing back to center. Buffalo, right side. No one on him. Chasing. Back to the blue line. Shot. Oh no, it was a pass and a shot from center and a great save by Gustafsson. How did he see that, bro? How is he seeing the play before the play ensues? This has been an awesome third period, back and forth, chances by each of them. Peace. I'm out. Fun third period, man. Fun third period. Wow. And shit clock's ticking, Rick, as they say in the trailer park of Nova Scotia. Sounds good, hockey from home. Thank you. Commercial break here, guys. Whew. Wow. A lot of action here late. Honestly, a really fun game, despite it only being a 1-0 game, a 1-goal game thus far. Good old trailer park boys. I have so many Rickyisms. I only say two birds stoned at once. There's obviously Jalapeno. Best case Ontario. What are some other ones? There's a lot. There's a lot. Flash score. Here, I just linked it in the chat. I mean, I could use. I mean, ESPN's is okay as well, but this one's simple, and I like simple. Email. Thank you. All right, guys. Final stretch here. I imagine we have 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. What, another minute or two until Buffalo pulls the goalie. Yeah, Hawk from Home uses it as well for your streams. 26 block shots by the Wilds this this game. Not this game. Or not just this season, this game. A season high 26 shots in a game. All right, pucks drop. Wild win the faceoff. Wild. And that goes up and out. Who was it on? Who was it on? Let's see where this faceoff is. Excuse me. Yeah, I won't need to open my email during the road trip hockey. Wild keep winning games from defense and goaltending. When are the forwards gonna click, right? It's crazy because the play that led to the goal in this game there was a lot of clicking going on there. Thank you, Hogger Mom. But yes, we do need more scoring. We do need more scoring. I know we pled the bottom six to get some scoring out of them, and next game Freddie Gaudreau gets 3 points, but still, we need more from the boys, even the top line here tonight. But you know what? I got to give credit in this game where credit is due to Winnipeg, man. Oh, nice back through the legs pass, and Thompson unable to score, but that was a crazy opportunity. Wild facing two good goalies back to back as well here, and they needed a freaking crazy tic-tac-toe play to freaking get a goal. But this top line, I mean, just a little out of sync tonight. Honestly, Eck has been their best player on that line tonight. Just because he's doing a little bit more. Kirill's been fine. Boldy's had some shots, but Boldy's had some blunders. Kirill's kind of tried to do a little much himself, I think, at times, trying to skate through three guys where it's maybe the passing guy's not there, but maybe, again, maybe slow things down a little bit. I don't know. We got a fourth line full of AHL guys right now. When Trennan is on the third line, we know we have issues. That is true. Just realize you're going to be famous. You'll have all the brewery's numbers. Well, I'm not sure if that counts as fame, but that would be cool. That'd be cool. Well, Hockey, how do you think? I'll print it out. Or save it as a PDF or something like that, right? Hey, let's go. They're coming back. They're coming back. Another great save by Gustafson, man. 3 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock, and Buffalo haven't pulled their goalie just yet. And honestly, they're so good at moving the puck 5-on-5 anyways. I mean, Wild get it back here and send the puck the length of the ice. No icing as Pekka Luukkonen had to play it. And a shot. You don't even have my phone number, Hogger Mom. And Johansson has it. Backhand save by Pekka Luukkonen. That goes right. Rossi. Back to Middleton. Back to Favor. Man, these two played a lot tonight. Especially this period. Oh, got you. I was scared for a second. I was like, bars are going to have to go up on the window again. All right. Buffalo pulls their goalie. They're breaking out, and the Wild tried to stop him at the blue line. Nice passing, and that went wide. That went wide. Wild have to get this puck out, man. Boldy desperately trying to get it out, and he does. He sends it the length of the ice. 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and Yokiharu now. Draw pass. Sabres. Through the blue line. Owen Power. Darlene. Right side. Power. Shot. Gustafson. Going full starfish. And Boldy with it. Boldy sends it back down the length of the ice. Great job by Boldy. And Minnesota's going to get an icing call. 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock. Is Buffalo going to take their time out? That's crazy. You got friggin' Owen Power and friggin' Darlene on the ice. Wild, bro. Both so good. Like, Darlene, I mean, he's incredible, man. Minnesota Wild fans are lucky every night to watch favorite play. He's incredible as well. Dude, Darlene is something special too, man. I remember when he was drafted. All right, they were going to take their time out. I remember when he was drafted, it was just like, it was such a joy to watch tape on him. Because I was doing radio at the time, his draft year. And it was such a joy watching him, watching his tape in the SHL. Even when he like didn't score a lot, he was just so good to watch. Why would Buffalo take a timeout right now? Helps us get some energy back. True, but they probably just want to write up a couple plays. All good hockey from home. Eck, big face-off. Yep. All good hockey from home. All right. Big opportunity here, guys. Big opportunity here. And of course, my stream freezes. Let's get it back up quickly. All right, they're still just showing highlights. We're good. How many Dana White's funniest moments videos are we gonna watch in the members? I was not on the agenda. So 0? Wait, this is the stream that's... Why am I so behind again? Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Let me try this one. There we go. Okay. 1 minute and 6 seconds on the clock. I don't know why I was so behind there for a sec. Okay, we're back. Shot. And that's going to deflect up and out of play. Man, just stacked the lineup here. All the best players out for Buffalo. No hockey. We're going to jump to membership stream on City Life. Wild win the face-off. Faber sending it around the boards. Oh, and a shot. A chance by Buffalo. Shot and a save by Gustafson. Eck, lock in. Please win one. Yeah, Buffalo's been pretty good in the face-off dot here tonight. 54%. And honestly, they've started to run away with it a little bit later in this game. I'm throwing bread at ducks. Nice. Look at you. A saint. 49 seconds on the clock. And Minnesota wins the face-off again, but Buffalo comes up with it in the corner. Blue line. Circle. Thompson shot. Doesn't get through. Right side. Back to the blue line. Looking for a slot. Nothing there. Back to Darlene at the blue line. Wild almost broke it up, and there it is. Eriksson Ek with it up the left boards. Still have it left side. Shot blocked. Gustafson looking for it right in front of the net, and it pops out behind, and it goes into the neutral zone. 5 seconds left, and a shot from the neutral zone blocked by Minnesota, and they're going to get it done. It is all over, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 Minnesota, and Gustafson really won this game for the boys. Gustafson really won this one for the boys. Not that they played horrible. Buffalo played a very good game, And Gustafson played an even better game. Unbelievable. Great shutout for Gustafson. 39 freaking saves, ladies and gentlemen. 39 saves. And those 9 saves came in the last 2 minutes. Another Gus Bus shutout. Gus fucking Bus. Unbelievable. I mean, takeaway from the third period. Back and forth. Heavy check-in. Both teams battling. And the goalie battle. Pekka Luukkonen and Gus Bus. You got to give credit where credit is due to the goaltender for the Sabres. 28 saves on 29 shots. He looked excellent as well, but the Wild sneak away with 2 points on this short little road trip. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, thank you. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you to everybody who has been joining us here tonight. Let's a couple housekeeping notes. Let's quickly go over some things. Kaprizov, 14 goals now on the season, scoring the only goal in this game. The PK looked great tonight. They killed 2 penalties. And then Gus, man. Like that's my Gus, unbelievable. Rossi actually had a very good game too. A sneaky good game for Rossi. That line actually played pretty damn well. That second line getting involved in, and honestly, dare I say, as threatening as the first line. Defense played great, even though it was in a blender late and without Brodin. Look, it wasn't perfect, but got to be proud of the boys in that one. Stars of the game: Gus, Kirill, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I think Kirill got the goal, so give it to him. That's fine. I think Rossi could be in the discussion as far as a forward to replace Kirill. But yeah, Gus and UPL for sure. See you later, Hockey from Home. As always, guys, I do have a second channel. I got a second channel, so if you're into combat sports and if you dig my vibe, we do a ton of streams on that channel, as well as just vlogs and just other content as well. So go check out my channel if you haven't already. The City Life Project link is in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please go do so. Here, let me share them both on screen. So this is my second channel, guys, the City Life Project. Check it out. Like I said, we do a little bit of everything, just like we do with these watch parties. We do watch parties there, but we also have music content, fishing vlogs, music content, tarantula feedings, beer and whiskey reviews, the whole 9 yards. And if you're viewing us right now, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Consider subscribing. That's right, subscribe. It's on this side now, I think, but subscribe to the channel. New Fellowship of the Rink episode dropped today. We drop videos every single day on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Every single day there's something for you. And we stream Monday and Wednesdays, and sometimes Tuesdays and Thursdays, depending on if there are games. Catch up on the latest Judd's Buds episode. Catch up on last week's Wildly Informed episode. These are the live stream shows that we do, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we had a ton of November streams. I'll get all the December ones up tomorrow. Minnesota Wild defeat. They defeat in a fun game the Buffalo Sabres, the high-flying Buffalo Sabres, who, they're a fun team to watch. It's crazy that in a 1-0 game, it was that entertaining. I subbed, love the content. Hey, thank you, Hot Takes. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the United States. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe and fun Thanksgiving weekend. Have a safe and fun long weekend. I'll be back in December live. I'll be back next week live on this channel. I'll be live Friday on my second channel all day. There's a 10-hour fight marathon event. Shout out to the PFL. I'll be live all day Friday, treating that as my final work day. And I have a meeting before that in the morning. Streaming schedule on my second channel will be up soon. Streaming schedule for this channel as far as the watch parties will be up tomorrow. And if you're a member of the City Life, we'll be doing a membership stream here tonight in about 20 minutes. Chicago 4-0, we're making room, baby. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans. Smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We will see you on the next one. Go Wild, baby. I'm out.